Back here at Madison, Indiana, capacity crowd, and they're set for Heat 1B. Dick, the lineup, if you will.
It is going to be another tough one. The Oh Boy Alberto leads things off in the U2. George Woods Jr. driving that boat. He'll be competing against Mitch Evans driving the U3 Grizzlies. First time they've qualified this season. The Arc Construction Company boat, Stephen David, hot on the trail. Paddock Pools, Jerry Hopp, a consistent boat. And the Sutphin Spirit, a turbine-powered boat. Mike Hansen will be driving alongside Miller High Life. Chip Hanauer, the 7-time Gold Cup winner. Talk about consistency. Paddock Pools, Jim Hendrick is with Jerry Hopp.
Running consistently, the Paddock Pools, Jerry Hopp. Jerry, you have to wish for the day that you can get a faster boat. That has to be in the back of your mind.
Well, that's right. The Miss Paddock Pools right now is our goal is to run consistent and get into that final heat. But the whole team wants to go out and win the race, and that's where we eventually hope to be.
Is there a turbine in your future?
I'd like there to be one. I don't see one right now, though. We don't have the funding to run a program like that. But maybe Paddock Pools will step up into the big leagues here.
Well, good luck to Jerry Hopp. We'll see him racing here in a moment. Here may be the story of the race. George Woods Jr., who has been extremely strong at Oh Boy Alberto, has not got the boat going. We're within the 1-minute period. The ruling says if the boat is not on plane, as the 1-minute gun sounds before the start of the race, that boat must stay off the course. So right now, that is one boat down. The rest of the boats are in.
And that allows Paddock Pools with Jerry Hopp in as the alternate. Even though he did qualify, only the top 10 were permitted to run unless there was a problem and the alternates could come in, and Jerry Hopp's in the race.
He is lagging the field right now, trying to catch up. There you can see Arc Construction in lane 2. In lane 1, it's Miller High Life. And on the outside, here comes Mike Hansen in the Sutphin Spirit. Here comes the start. Listen for the gun. Right there, they're off and running and side by side. Heading down the front chute to corner number 1. Still in the lead now, Miller High Life, Chip Hanauer, 7-time Gold Cup winner. The other turbine-powered boat, Sutphin Spirit, coming up on the outside. That drops Arc Construction back to 3rd. A neck-and-neck battle as those boats go through corner number 2.
As they come down to the back chute, Chip Hanauer has things pretty much his own way. He's looking for his 3rd consecutive victory as a driver. He's won once in the Miller High Life, won the Gold Cup in the Circus, and is leading here in Heat 1B.
But he is leading by only about a boat length and a half, because on his right side, it is the Sutphin Spirit, Mike Hansen out of Cape Coral, Florida. This is the battle to watch. The 2 turbine-powered boats leading this pack in Heat 1B. Miller High Life, easy through, and it looked like Sutphin Spirit went out of it. Sutphin Spirit appeared to lose power as he came out of the turn. There he sits, dead in the water now. Lots of steam coming off of it. Not a good sign. He's had a problem of some kind.
It looks like the hot section, Dick, and that'll give Chip Hanauer pretty much his own way, because his nearest competition has just gone out of this heat.
Well, it's a big break for the Arc Construction boat. The rookie, Stephen David, now riding up in 2nd place. There was no way he was going to get up and ride with the turbines too far into the race. And here we see Grizzlies coming on in 4th place right now. Mitch Evans rounding out the field. Paddock Pools, this was the alternate boat, and he really kind of got a late start because he had to wait to see if any of the other boats were out. And, of course, Oh Boy Alberto did not take the start. 2nd place, Arc Construction, Stephen David.
As they come around now, the competition sets up this way. Paddock Pools, as you're looking at it, is currently running 4th. He was the alternate boat, as Dick told you. Here's your 1st place boat coming down the back chute, the Miller High Life, with Chip Hanauer from Seattle, Washington, and he's averaging about 123 miles an hour per lap.
Jim, if he is happy with the ride of that boat coming into this race, he's got to be thrilled with it right now. Some of the boats are taking some pretty good bounces off of corner number 2, but Hanauer handles it with no problem, as you can see right here as he comes off of number 4. No problem. He has got the boat glued to the water, and he's got a nice, easy Sunday afternoon here in Madison, Indiana, to enjoy some of the scenery as he drives this race.
And our number 2 boat is the Arc Construction with the rookie, Steve David. 126.9 on lap number 1 for Chip Hanauer. He slowed it down here at lap number 2 to 125.2 as he goes into corner number 1 and on the last lap of 3.
This point in the race, Chip Hanauer is just simply going to try to take it easy. He comes into corner number 2, and watch him. There you can see it. We talked about how some of the boats are bouncing. He just barely got a little air underneath the boat, brought it right back down, no problem at all. He's got that boat in perfect attitude and great control.
And he has 1.25 miles to go, and he'll pick up 400 points here in Heat 1B, taking a good leisurely ride down the back chute, Dick.
It's going to put a good setup onto the rest of the field for this afternoon's racing. There you see Miller High Life. Good shot of that boat as it comes down underneath the bridge. Mitch Evans and Risley's, they got a good break for him. He's in third place. It's the first time they qualified the boat. Here comes Chip now. He can see the checkered flag is being put out from the start-finish line. He's got to feel good about it. He's had a nice ride in this boat. He's been able to maintain the equipment, keep it saved for later heats when he may really need it, because there's plenty of competition yet to go.
117.5 as he comes down to take the checker flag.
Chip Hanauer, 7-time Gold Cup winner, wins Heat 1B here in Madison, Indiana, and he's got to feel good about it, as I'm sure the crew does at this point. Here's your second place boat, Arc Construction. Stephen David out of the Miami-Fort Lauderdale area of Florida. He's got to feel pretty good about this too. He's riding a little bit light down the front straight. Here's Risley's boat number 3 and taking third place. And there's the disappointment of the race as Mike Hansen looks things over on the Sutphin Spirit. Miller High Life first, Arc Construction second, Risley's, and then Paddock Pools.
Well, Chip, there's no better way to start a day with an easy win.
Well, I'd rather finish the day with one, but yeah, if you got started. It was kind of a weird heat. I hit a real bad hole going to the first corner and got the boat real up in the air, so it was kind of tight there. Other than that, it was okay.
But you brought it right back down and it didn't lose a beat.
Well, my heart missed a beat, but I guess the boat didn't.
Winner of the Miami race, the Old Boy Alberto, and the leader of High Points going into this race had a problem. Let's go to the driver.
George, what in the world happened out there?
Well, I think we're the first fatality of the river today. That seems like when we were pulling out of the pits here, I caught a rock with the rudder and it pinched off all the tubes to the cooling system to the engine. So I ran about a lap out there and I noticed that she wasn't cooling right. So I thought I'd better bring it back into the pits and have the guys look at it. And they were pinched. It had to come out of the water and get repaired to do it. So we didn't get any points in the first heat.
A fourth place finish the first time out for Miss Budweiser. Dick Crippen is with the owner, Bernie Little. Dick?
Well, Bernie, this has been a heck of a week for this Budweiser crew.
Yeah, it sure has, Dick. The crew has spent like they put 1,000 hours in 5 days to rebuild the Miss Budweiser, but it is done, and no excuses, no nothing. We're here to win a boat race.
Well, you're not discouraged, obviously.
No, not at all. We've got the boat glued tight to the water, and you know, he's having a hard ride and back in third or fourth place water. It's really rough, and so we'll just have to put him out in front, and he's got the power to do it, and he's the driver that can do it. So Tommy Deeth will do a good job with Miss Budweiser here today.
The HFC American Hydroplane Series continues before 100,000 plus fans in Madison, Indiana after this timeout.